So you're thinking about moving to Kernersville, North Carolina. Well, today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at 3 different homes in Kernersville that under 500,000, one is under 400,000, and one is under 300,000. And what these homes are is they're all new construction. They're in different parts of Kernersville, and they'll show you what you can get for these different price points. They're great homes, all different builders, all different kind of quality, and you'll see that. One of the builders is an entry-level builder, great townhouse. The quality is amazing, and it's actually really well designed and so much storage. The second house that we're gonna look at is in a more of a traditional neighborhood. It's by another large builder that's, works across the country as well. And then the last one we're gonna look at is actually a planned development community located in Kernersville. It's a huge neighborhood. So it has amenities like a resort style pool, shopping. They're gonna put in a large grocery store there. It has walking trails. It has dog parks. It kind of has a little bit of everything. So it's definitely a lifestyle neighborhood. And if that's what you're looking for, it would be a great neighborhood to look in. Where we are right now though, is that we are in downtown Kernersville, which it's such a cute little city. It's very eclectic. It has a lot of the historical buildings. If I turn this way, you'll see we've got some old tobacco barns and different buildings throughout the area, but we're just in one part of the city. The cool thing about Kernersville is it's located in between Greensboro and Winston-Salem. So if one of you guys, if you're in a family and one person works in Greensboro, one person works in Winston-Salem, it's a great area to live in. It's in between High Point, Greensboro, and Winston-Salem, about 15 or 20 minutes each direction. So it's a super convenient area to live in. It has pretty much anything and everything you could need. It does have a Target, a Walmart. They're opening a Del Taco soon. It's got a brand new Whataburger is gonna start opening, but it has so many of the mom and pop shops and restaurants. So you can find a little bit of everything in Kernersville. And like I said, it's so convenient for everyone, and that's why people love this town. So if you're thinking about moving to North Carolina or Kernersville or the Triad area, I'd love to chat with you, whether it's today, tomorrow, or 6 months. I'd love to chat with you. I help people every day that contact me to move into the area, and we'd love to help you. Down below, you'll find my contact information. You can text, call, or DM me, or you can hit the button and you can schedule a Zoom meeting with me. I'd love to chat with you about finding your next home or for your ever home in Kernersville, North Carolina. So here we are at the first house of the day that we're going to take a look at. This home is under $300,000. It's located in Kernersville, North Carolina. The neighborhood is called Evelyn View. It is right off of Highway 40, so it's super easy to get to from the highway. It's off Union Cross Road in Kernersville, which is a super popular area. It has restaurants, coffee shops, grocery stores, different kinds of stores. There's a car wash. There's kind of everything and anything you can think of. They're actually opening a Whataburger and as well as a Del Taco, which is the new exciting restaurants opening in the area. There's also a Cracker Barrel here. There's numerous apartments as well. This neighborhood is actually full of condos. These are amazing condos built by D.R. Horton. They have some amazing deals right now. They have interest rates down to 4.49. A conventional is 5.5. They also have zero money down, and I believe the interest rate for that is 5.5, but you have to qualify for that. The cool thing about this neighborhood is it has a fabulous pool, a dog park, and it's just super accessible to everything and anything. You can get to Greensboro in 10 or 15 minutes, as well as Winston-Salem about the same amount of time, about 15 minutes. Not much longer because you're so close to the highway and in Kernersville, which is right in between both of those cities. You can also get to High Point in about 15 minutes. So it's super accessible for everywhere in the Triad. In these townhouses, they are 3-bedroom, they have some 2 bedrooms, typically 2.5 baths. They're pretty amazing. They do have hard surfaces, which is granite in most of the homes. Actually, in all of them they do. They have pool, islands, and they're just great, well put together, super spacious townhomes. But let's hop in and take a look. So let's take a look around this amazing townhouse. By the way, I did get the subdivision wrong. It is actually called Glen View, not Evelyn View. Evelyn View is actually a street in the development. There's also Amber View, so it gets a little confusing. But where we walked into, we just walked into the front door. It's an open floor concept. You'll see it has a huge kitchen. For a condo, this is so spacious. It's got tons of window and window light, tons of countertops, a huge island. You can definitely put 3 stools here. If you look at the cabinets, in this one in particular, it's a white shaker. So they're very nice. It's got soft close, which is excellent, under $300,000. It also has a farmhouse sink, if you notice. It does have an electric stove as well as an attached microwave, so that's pretty cool. One of the coolest things about this condo is, or this townhouse, is the pantry. It is huge. It has a walk-in pantry. For a townhouse this size, which it's about 1763 square feet, this is really a spacious townhouse. I love these. And the yard is really cool too. It's a pretty good size. The cement pad is a little small. I think it's like an 8x10 or an 8x8. But the yard, it actually goes to the end of the fence, and you can actually fence this in. So you'll have your own private little yard if you want. If you want to fence it up, and you can. If you notice, some of them right there behind me, they've actually fenced it in. And another amazing thing about this townhouse is it has, this one in particular, they call it a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, but one of the cool things is it has a study, which you could use it for an office. It doesn't have a closet, but man, you can use it for any which way you want. And it's just listed as a study. If you notice, here's the half bath right here. Then we've got a coat closet right behind me. We've got a 1-car garage. It is a 1-car garage, but you do have a garage, which is great. You'll notice the walls are not finished. In some other homes later this afternoon, the third one, you'll notice that that builder finishes them, but at this price point, they don't finish the homes. Inside, also, it's an LVP flooring out throughout the entire bottom floor, which is great. Now we're gonna go upstairs. The stairwell is carpeted, but you know, it's not too steep either. It's got a little bit of a landing in between. Upstairs, what we've got, this is the coolest thing. Again, for a townhouse, this is super spacious, and it's got some of the best storage. This is a loft behind me. So not only do you have the living room downstairs, but you've also got a loft. Now we're in the primary. This is a gigantic primary for a townhouse. You can just tell. It's huge. And then we're in the ensuite. In the ensuite, it's got some vinyl flooring. You notice we've got the double vanity. We've also got the walk-in shower. And then you've got a good size closet in here, which is great. You'll also have tons and tons of storage, which this one's got a linen closet right there, which works. Then up here as well, we've got 2 other rooms, and they're on the other side. So it gives you some privacy, you know, if you have a family or roommates or whatever. The laundry room is also upstairs. We've got a good sized laundry room. That's a really good sized laundry room for this size. Then we've got another full bathroom. The vanity is actually really big, you notice? So we've got 2 other bedrooms. They're not huge. They are smaller, but they've got great light. Good sized closet, definitely doable and workable. I mean, you can fit probably a double or a queen bed in them. And here's the last bedroom. It's got multiple windows, really good light, another good sized closet. These townhouses are some of my favorite townhouses. The 2 bedrooms as well are super spacious, so much storage, and these are just some of the best deals. Okay, so we are at the second stop today and looking at the second house. It is under 400,000. Again, located in Kernersville. This is Bell West. It's another new construction. This neighborhood is a little bit more traditional. You'll see, you can tell that there's not any sidewalks. Still under construction. You'll notice this down there, that they're still working on some homes. So if you do want a home in this neighborhood, you have availability to not customize it, but maybe change a couple different features, smaller features. It does have really good incentives. One of the benefits of this neighborhood is that the HOA is not that high. It's $650 a year. But another cool thing about this neighborhood is that the taxes are very low. Where the model home is, the taxes are actually a lot higher. But the rest of the neighborhood, it's on city water, city sewer, and the taxes are, they could be like half the price as where the model home is located. The house that we're gonna hop into is 373. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's about 2,400 square feet. The coolest thing about this builder and this price point is that all the homes have an irrigation system, which is so cool at this price point. You don't typically see that with builders. It is Mungo. They are a large building company, but they do some great, cool, different things that a lot of the other builders don't do. Another cool thing that this builder does is that all the water heaters are tankless, which is kind of cool at this price point to get a tankless water heater. The house right behind me, right here, is under 2,000 square feet, and it is priced at $347. So if this house doesn't work, the price is you could afford this one, which is a great house as well. It's not as big, but it's a great house. But let's hop in and take a look. Okay, so let's head inside. First place that we want to go right here is the half bath, which is downstairs. You'll notice it's right here by the front door, which kind of is convenient. There also is a coat closet right here, right at the door, which is kind of nice. The flooring is LVP. It's a great color. If you notice, I like it. You've got this formal dining area, and there's a couple windows right here. Also, right here is also it's a huge laundry room. Oh my gosh, I wish I had a laundry room this big. This is nice. Then we've got the garage. Now this is one of the differences. At this price point, they do have the tankless water heater, but you notice that the garage is not finished. So that's one of the things you're gonna see the difference today between this price point and the last house we're gonna look at today. Arden homes, they typically finish the garages. So it's kind of, it just depends on what price point you're at. There's little things that they do that is different and, a little bit more special. Let's head into the rest of the house. It is an open floor plan. So you'll notice that the kitchen, it's a really good sized kitchen. It's got a nice island. It's more of a peninsula where you can put some chairs and use it for eating. It is quartz countertops. So the cabinetry in the kitchen is called quill. So it's kind of a unique color. It is a shaker cabinet, but I kind of like it. So it's not your traditional oak cabinet, but it's a cool color. The countertops are also quartz, if you notice, and then it does have an appliance center, so you do get a gas fire grill, like a stove, and you've got the attached microwave. It's got tons and tons and tons of countertop space. There's just tons of room. It also has a farmhouse sink, and of course a dishwasher. You'll see that. Here is the pantry right here. You'll notice that, which is a good sized pantry. Then you walk into the family room where the fireplace is located, which is a pretty cool fireplace. It's a gas fireplace. These fireplaces are great. They're like pretty, and they're a good visual. But if you do want them to give off a little bit of warmth, you can put a blower in them for not very much money. and it'll actually warm up the room a little bit more. It's kind of nice. It's got good lighting in here as well. And as you notice, as we're walking in, the LVP is the same throughout, which is fabulous. There is a glass door, which adds a lot of light. And then we can head out to the outside the little patio. Now you'll notice that, the backyard is a little bit, it's got a little bit of a slope to it, but you can still do some nice things out here. The cement pad is a little bit small, but you can probably add more, whatever you need. Now, this is one of the other great things about this house and this price point is that the primary is actually on the main as well, which is kind of crazy that we're looking at a couple different houses today with the primary on the main floor, which is nice. And this is a huge primary. It's a huge room. It's got a couple different windows. We'll see right here. Great window light. It's a really good sized room, which is nice. And then right on, there's an ensuite, and it's a gigantic ensuite. My gosh, it's really big. So right here, you'll see the big linen closet. You've got the shower, which is great. Then behind the bathroom door, we've got another linen closet. So you've got double linen closets. You've got the double vanity, which is nice. Then as we're walking in here, you've got a gigantic closet. It's a really good sized closet for this size of house. Then of course, we don't want to forget about the throne room right here. So this is a very, very nice as well as large ensuite on the main floor, which is super, super popular, super helpful. Now we're going to head upstairs. Right off the primary, you'll notice that we've got stairs right here. So we're heading up. Upstairs, what we've got is a massive loft area, which is pretty awesome. This is a nice loft area. It's got good lighting. You see the two windows. It's got some ease storage right there. It's got insulation in there, so I'm not sure how much you could store, but typically you can store a little bit. It's also got a closet right here, and then we're gonna head into the other bedrooms. These are also really good sized bedrooms, great window light. We've got one bedroom, gosh, this is a big bedroom. Good lighting, and we've got a walk-in closet, which is kind of nice. You got that. And then we're gonna head down over here into another closet right here, which is huge, good storage. Head into another big bedroom with great window light. And this walk-in closet has a window, which is cool. I always love a closet with a window. Then up here, we've also got a full bathroom. I think it has your traditional insert right there. Then we've got the double vanity, which is nice. At this price point, that is fabulous to have a double vanity upstairs. Then we're in the last room. Now this is the smallest of the rooms, but it's still a good size. It's a great size. Doesn't have a walk-in closet, but it does have a good sized closet, which is great. So again, at this price point, you're getting a lot for the price. So another fabulous thing about this builder, beyond the irrigation and the lower HOA fees, as well as the lower taxes, is that this builder is offering fabulous incentives. So right now they've got a 2-1 buy down, and it starts at 2.49%. And then the next year it goes up to 3.49, and then the third year and it stays at 4.49, which is great if you use their lender. Or you can have, I think it's $13,000 in closing costs, or however you want to use them. So not only is it a great house, a quality house, well built, but you get fabulous incentives. So we are at the last stop of the day. We are in Welden Village, which is actually in Forsyth County, but it's also Kernersville. It is a master plan community, which means it has a resort style pool. It'll have shopping. They're still developing it, so the shopping is coming. There's supposed to be a large grocery store, but it has a dental office, also a doctor's office, I think a primary care, but it has walking trails, a dog park, a hammock park, a fire pit park. All the streets, if you notice, have sidewalks, so you can walk throughout the whole neighborhood. The homes in this area are in the high fours, so they're below 500, but just right below 500. They're typically craftsman style or traditional style homes, 2 stories. They do have some ranch plans, but not as many ranch style homes in the area. Most of the homes are close to 2,000 square feet. That's probably the lower, well, actually the lower side would be about 1,500 or 1,600 square feet up to almost 3,000 square feet. So some of the homes can be slightly large. The home that we're going to look at today is a craftsman style, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, right under 500. I think it's listed at 479. If you notice, a lot of the homes have really, really large porches. So it's definitely enjoy your home. You'll notice that the lots are also a little smaller. This is intentional because the neighborhood wants to actually add more green space. So that is why the lots are smaller. So you're gonna have a smaller lot, but more green space to enjoy with family and friends or whatever you need it. And also you'll notice that there is no garage in the front. A lot of them do not have garages in the front of the home. Some do, but a lot of them, the garages are on the back side of the home, and there's like an alley that you pull in so you don't actually see your garage from the house. But that's a little bit about the neighborhood. We definitely want to just like hop in and take a look at this home. So let's just do that. So we are on the front porch of the last house that we're looking at today in Welden Village. You'll notice that they're not done with the house completely because it's missing one of the columns, but they're almost done. So this house is almost completed. But I wanted to show you the really great porch. It's a huge porch, covered, which is fabulous. Just so that you can see what style of neighborhood this is. You do have smaller lots, but there's so many amenities and it's set up that way for a reason. But let's head in. Okay, we walk right into, you'll see the formal living room, which is right off the front door. Good natural light. You'll see that it's got crown molding throughout the house. This is engineered wood, a great feature for the house. So it's a little bit more upscale. You'll notice that with Arden Homes, which is the builder for this neighborhood, they do have some elevated features. We've just walked into the primary, which is also on the main floor, which is fabulous. It's a big primary and it's got great window light. Also, you'll notice again with Arden, it comes with a nice upgraded fan with light, and there's also a remote on the wall. Then we're gonna walk into the ensuite, which has got a really cool shower. It's frameless glass, tile. It's got a cool seat. I would love to have a seat like that. Then we've got the double vanity, which is pretty great. Huge walk-in closet, which is nice. It's a good sized walk-in closet. In the bathroom, there's actually tile, and throughout the rest of the house, again, like I said, there's engineered hardwood. We've got the throne room right here, which is also enclosed. Then we've got a linen closet, which is a good size. That's a really good size linen closet. But we're gonna head out in and take a look at the laundry room, which is also on the main floor, which is a really nice feature. It has tile. You'll notice it's a good sized laundry room. There's a nice window. That's fabulous to have in your laundry room. I love natural light, so to me, I love that. We've got a half bathroom right here for all your guests. And we're gonna head into the den and open floor plan kitchen. In the kitchen, there is an island right here. We've got quartz throughout the house. Also has these really nice shaker pewter, I think that's the correct color, or putty, I don't know what color it is, cabinets. I do like this color, I love this color. And they do have, soft close, which is nice. The brushed nickel hardware on them is an upgrade. The island is a good size. It's not a huge, gigantic island, but
it's definitely a good size where you could fit a couple of stools. It's got the pendant lights over the island. And then here's the eat-in kitchen. Again, another light. And we are in the den area, which most of the houses in here do, if they do have a fireplace, it's a gas fireplace, which is, you know, a great feature. You can add a blower to those, which they're really cheap. And that actually create warmth in the room rather than it just being, you know, decorative, which is great. But let's head into the garage. Again, this garage is on the back side of the house. So you'll notice one of the features with Arden, which is this is a great garage, is that they actually have finished it out and painted it. A lot of the builders don't paint the garages anymore. A lot of the houses in here have tankless water heaters. This one doesn't. It has a traditional water heater, but you know, it's a nice size water heater, the one it has. But let's head outside real quick on the back porch. Now these back porches, what a lot of the neighbors do in this community is they will actually screen in the back porches, and you'll see why, because it's perfect. It's like just almost done. You'll notice that you've got a covered porch, you've got a fan already and a light. It literally just needs to be screened in and finished out. It's a great porch though. Now we're heading outside. You can see the back side where you can get into the garage. And like I had mentioned before in the first part of the video, you're on the alley, which kind of makes it kind of nice to be able to not see the garage. I personally like that, but you know, it depends on what you like the best. Now, a lot of people I have noticed they will fence this in so that they have a little bit more privacy. Again, this is a PUD, which means that, you know, the lot sizes are smaller, but you have more green space throughout the neighborhood, which makes it really nice. But we're gonna head back in and head upstairs. The stairs also are hardwood, as well as, you know, like I said, downstairs is engineered hardwood. Now we're heading upstairs, and upstairs there's 2 additional bedrooms. They're both really good sized. It does have a carpet in the upstairs area. The closets are really good size as well. They are walk-in closets, which makes it really nice. Let's flip the light on. Good sized closets. And this one as well has a little loft upstairs, which I think is really cool. You can use this for home office, a sitting, you know, another sitting area, which is fabulous. And then we come into the 3rd bedroom, which is another good sized bedroom. This one has beautiful natural light with all those windows. Another walk-in closet. And then there's also an additional bathroom up here. We'll come in and take a look at that. It has, you know, it's just a traditional bathtub. It's got a single vanity, quartz countertops. It's just what your traditional bathroom would be. But it's a great house and a good price point. And I love the neighborhood and all the amenities it has to offer.
We're gonna wrap this up. We just finished looking at all of the 3 houses throughout Kernersville, all the new construction homes. The first one we looked at, if you remember, was the one under 300,000. It was the townhouse in Glenview. It was a great townhouse. It was 3 bedrooms with a studio or office, as they call it. Had the cute little yard right off of Eden Cross Road, which is super convenient to the highways, shopping, grocery stores, you name it, it's right there. There's also some great schools right around there. Then secondly, we went to Bell West and we looked at the traditional family home in Bell West, which is really a traditional neighborhood. So, you know, you don't have a ton of amenities, but you've got a great neighborhood. I didn't remember about saying that there is sidewalks on half of the streets, or at like one side of the road, but there is sidewalks. I did notice that after leaving there, but there's sidewalks. But those homes, again, are anywhere from 2,000 to 2,700 square feet. They are all under 400,000. The builder was Mungo Building, which is a large company that's across the country. The first house that we looked at, again, that was D.R. Horton, the townhouse. It's a great home if you're just getting into buying your first home, and or if you need to buy up or downsize, because they do have ranch plans. They kind of have a little bit of thing or everyone. The cool thing about Mungo is that at under 400,000, you get an irrigation system, which to me, I think that's so amazing, and that's such a fabulous amenity. And also their tankless water heaters, that all of the homes come with a tankless water heater, which I think is really cool. And then thirdly, we were at Welden Village, the planned community. That builder, Arden Homes, it's a little bit more of an upscale build, so the quality is amazing. They use hardy board instead of vinyl for the outside of the home. They had engineered hardwood, if you remember, in the home. It had the cool porches, and we call that a PUD, where the lot size of the home is smaller, but there's more green space. So it has a resort style pool, walking trails, a dog park. It also had, the shopping. It has a dental clinic, an urgent care. It had one of those as well. It's so many cool things, and the neighborhood's so walkable and just so much to do in the neighborhood that you don't even have to leave your house, basically. These were all great homes that we got to look at, and Welden, again, was under 500. So you just Kernersville's got a little bit for everyone. It's such a great city to live in, so convenient. Again, if one of you guys works in Greensboro or High Point, or one person works in Winston-Salem, because it's right in between. Right now, where we're at, you can see behind me is we're back in downtown Kernersville, so we're at Harmon Park. Kernersville is such a great city. Again, if you're thinking about moving to the Triad, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, or anywhere in North Carolina, I'd love to help you. We help people every day find their first home, forever home, downsize, or anything in between. We'd love to help you, whether it's today, tomorrow, or 6 months. Please call, text, DM me, or hit the link below and set up a Zoom interview. I'd love to chat with you.